Well, good morning, Chamber friends. Happy New Year. We are here on Monday, January 4th. So excited to kick off our new year with our Member of the Week program. We have a great interview. And if you are not watching these interviews, or if you're tuning in for just a minute or two of the beginning, I encourage you to stay on board and learn more about our business community, because this is a great opportunity to learn more about the products and services that are available, but also learn about these businesses and the folks that run these businesses. So just a great opportunity to learn about our business community and get out and support them as well. Quick thank you to our Member of the Week sponsors, MMA Insurance and Seabird Reynolds CPAs. We certainly appreciate their continued support of the Member of the Week program and all that they do for our communities in so many different ways. So I am excited. We have Tony Howard with us today, who is the Executive Director of the Pickerington Public Library. If you did not know, the library has 2 locations, so just a great opportunity to highlight our library and all of the great offerings that they have. And again, congratulations to Tony and the library. We're excited for our Member of the Week. So we're going to roll it right in. Tony, tell us how long the library has been serving this community. And I know it's been a long time. And then share with us a little bit of the services that you do offer, and not just, to the general public, but to businesses as well.
Absolutely. So the library has been in operation since 1907. We started as a township library in the schoolhouse, and just like in a corner storage room in the schoolhouse. And then we, in 1915, we were the first community, the smallest community to receive Carnegie grant funding to build a Carnegie library. So we were the smallest community in America to have a Carnegie library. Then over the years, we outgrew that as the community grew. And we ended up in 1993 moving to our current main library location, serving the community. And when I came, one of the first things the board of trustees of the library asked me to do is to find a place and open a second location, a branch, so we could continue to further serve the community. And so that we opened that in 2017 over at Sycamore Plaza, right across from North High School. We felt it was, main library is right across from Central, branch is right across from North. And so trying to spread the wealth and for the entire community of library services. We are more than just books inside 4 walls. The library of old, when we were growing up, going to the library, it was mainly books. There weren't computers when I was a kid, to date myself, but, and even, for a lot of people, when they started in library services, there weren't computers, or they brought them in. So they were coming in. So technology changes so fast, but we have, thinking about computers, we offer a lot of electronic resources. Reference USA is a great resource for business. If you're trying to search your industry, grow your industry, or even start a business, it is a great resource to understand your competition and your community. It's also somebody looking for a new home, search Reference USA, and you're going to find information on the community, which will help you make that decision. Lynda.com, training type things. We offer several different opportunities for training, but Lynda.com is a great service, because you can have anywhere from people skill type trainings to Excel, Word, almost anything you can imagine, you can get through Lynda.com. The other thing is we offer, we have technology trainers. So we have 2 paid employees who will go to your business and train your staff on whatever technology they need trained on. They can set up a time. Now, understand we're in the midst of a pandemic. And dependent on where we are being open or not, our technology trainers can even set up trainings here at the library, but we have to be safe and social distance and make sure that we're following all of the library safety protocols. But it is a great opportunity to help advance your business. So I encourage you to use the technology trainings. When the pandemic is not in full effect, we do offer meeting room space and conference rooms for you. And we have a lot of, pre-pandemic, we had a lot of at-home business owners that would come and just grab a table and use the table to operate their business, which is great. It's fairly quiet in the daytime, and so we will get back to that. I don't know how long, but we will get back to that. And then we also have our information and research librarians, and I like to refer to them as digital reference experts, because what a librarian does that Googlebox doesn't is they will cite their source. They will ensure that the information you are getting is the most accurate and up-to-date information you can get. When you go to the Googlebox, yeah, you can type it in, but you're going to get thousands and hundreds of thousands of results. Some of them are accurate and reputable. Many of them aren't. But that's what the reference librarian can do for you. They have been professionally trained, have gone to school, and they know their business, and they will make sure you get accurate information. And that's important in this day and age. So those are some of the things. We have a business center. If you need to fax, copy, scan, we offer notary service. If you have staff that are in school or you're in school to improve yourself, we offer proctoring services so you can take your test remotely. So we offer a variety of things beyond just the books.
Absolutely. So, and I know, all right, so we're in a new year and everybody's excited about 2021 and let's get past this pandemic and all of these things, but it's going to be a while. So how has COVID-19 impacted the library? And, kind of to add on to that, what are you really looking forward to as we move into 2021 and the hopes to kind of return to what we would say a normal would look like? I don't know that we're ever going to get a true normal back to where we were, even pre-pandemic, but what do you think the library is going to look like moving forward?
Absolutely. So with the pandemic, we have worked very hard to balance the needs of the community with the need for safety. We have in my opinion, extreme safety protocols that go above and beyond. We quarantine materials. Right now, as we're in this surge, if you come to the library, we are requiring you to sanitize your hands with hand sanitizer or go to the bathroom and wash them. You have to wear a mask, of course, it's a mandate. We're only offering browsing in the collections and a 15-minute computer to print and or scan, copy, fax. And so, but that adjusts. So in the middle of January, hopefully the surge will be going down enough to where we can reduce some of the restrictions and allow seating back at the library. I've heard some negativity from customers recently because they can't come in and spread out and do their work in a quiet place. And I regret that, but I have a responsibility to be safe, just like we all do. And my response is, I want to stay open. So when that person that doesn't wear their mask comes into the library and they say, I don't want to wear a mask. And I say, I understand. I don't like wearing my mask, but I'm doing it because it's the responsible thing to do. And I want to stay open for everybody. So I'm going to have you wear that mask if you want to use our services inside the building. Otherwise, we offer curbside pickup. And we can still serve you because we have figured out a way to continue to serve the public. And actually next week, I'm very excited about this because we are opening a drive-up service window at Main Library. Local business, Ace Handyman, did the work, looks fantastic. We just have to do some final things, getting the IT in there, and we're going to be able to serve that way. But as for the future, the library industry customer base is changing, as well as everybody else's business customer base is changing. And so, you know, I really have to look at it in three things. And this is what I told my board when I handed in my assessment this year, is my focus for next year are three things: retain, regain, and recover. And I think this is going to be not just next year, but possibly into the year after, because I think it's going to be a while. We're going to look at our operations really closely this next year at the first quarter and determine what is it that we're doing really well, that people are doing really well. And we're going to stick with those. What is it that it's not so popular? We're going to move away from those. And we're going to do that so we can retain the customers that we haven't lost due to the changes COVID has brought around. We're going to regain customers we lost because their habits changed. And we're going to do that by really focusing and looking at the industry and looking at data and research that's out there to decide. So my leaders in my organization can decide what people are doing, how their habits have changed, what can we do to continue to serve them, to meet their needs where they are. And so that's how I feel we're going to be successful at in our business, at regaining our customers that have moved on due to the change. And then the third thing is recover. So there are two areas for recover. There's organizational recovery. Us as a library, you know, I can tell you right now, we're looking at about a quarter of what we normally would in customer use, customer visit, if not less. And a lot of a lot of businesses are looking at low numbers like that. And it's because people have concerns going out, and it's real. It's a real concern. And so how do we look at changing our business model to help us recover and to help the community recover? Because I think that's important. I think it's tied together, and that's why both of them are in that, is because if we're not doing our part to help the community recover, we're not going to be able to recover. So that's what we're looking for. I know that's not concrete and specifics for you, Teresa, but I think this stuff up, and I have great, intelligent people in my organization that go, okay, I'm going to put that into this. It equals this, and we're going to go and do this. You know, one of the things, a partnership, talking about recovery, we have agreements with 5 assisted living facilities because they're not letting people in and out right now. But we have agreements with 5 of the local assisted living facilities to put in bookshelves and book returns. And so we can safely put in non-contaminated materials in their facilities so their residents can have access to the library. And so those little things, that type of a thing, changing your business model, something we've never done before, will help us recover and help the community recover. And so I encourage all businesses to think, how can I just make a minor adjustment to how I do my business so I can help others in the community, which in turn helps me. So.
Absolutely. And that's awesome, Tony. I mean, you guys have truly innovated as a library. You know, people, I think, take a lot of things for granted. And I think we all took things for granted and realized when the pandemic hit, how much we do take for granted in our lives and how convenient we make things. But there's also some challenges that go along with that. So, being able to adjust your business and adapt the model, the library is a business just like anybody else, and having to continue to serve your customers and your in the community in a different way is just amazing to watch all the things that you have done. Curbside pickup, putting the lockers outside, creating these relationships with the assisted living facilities. That's amazing. Those are things, and especially in some of those facilities where that's the only opportunity that they have to get something new, as far as, being able to read a new book or doing, any puzzle, anything that can give them the opportunity to expand their mind and have a feel of the outside coming in. So those are just some really great things. So one of the last questions that we have, and I'm going to kind of two-part this because I kind of pitched this at you before we started, but Pickerington in the surrounding area are such a great place to do business. And, I know you're not from here, I'm not from here, but, it's kind of, when you come in and you see what this community does and how we kind of pull together, what makes this, in your opinion, a great place to be, to raise your family, to do business, to have these offerings. But then let's take it a step further. It's a great place to be. How can people use the library as they're looking at their New Year's resolutions to make themselves even better as they get into a new year? So let's wrap it up with that.
All right. So yeah, this is a community that is unbelievably supportive. And supportive locally. I mean, they're invested in their community. They really want, whether it be convenience or interested in the success. And I think the human race is turning that way too, where, it's, with this pandemic, we're wanting everything around us, close at hand, and convenient. And so, whatever it is that your resolution is going to be next year, we have a resource for you, whether it is in print or electronic. We have a resource. We have Overdrive, that hundreds of thousands of books, that fiction and nonfiction. And so if you're looking at getting better at managing your finances, you can either come to the library and get books, talk to one of the reference information and research librarians, and they will get you resources, or you can go on Overdrive, the Libby app, and research. If you're working on losing weight, I know a lot of people start that as a New Year's resolution. We have all different kinds of cookbooks to start cooking more healthy. We have all different types of weight loss books. We have psychology books on the topic. And we not only have them physically here in the building, but we also have them online. So you could just download it on your device. That's one of the things Teresa and I have talked about, is everybody is virtual, and we have been for a long time. We just haven't realized it. When you go home, and you can't see it because of my background, but the phone, you're probably playing on the phone at night. You're probably, whether you're texting, social media on your phone, everybody's been virtual and doing virtual quite a bit. And so the library is online too. We recognize that in our business model, that that's where part of our customer base is. So that's where we are. And that's where everybody needs to be. But so if whatever it is that you are trying to have a resolution about, think about the library, because I would guarantee you we can help out. We have 4 different consortiums with hundreds of thousands of books available. So if we don't have it in the building, we can get it in a couple days for you. So Yeah.
All right, so there you have it, Chamber friends. The library is an amazing resource in our community. And if you did not know some of this stuff, and hopefully you stayed with us through this whole interview, you have probably learned a lot of new things that the library can offer for you, not only as an individual, but also as a business. So just want to say thank you again to Tony and his entire team at the Pickerington Public Library. They do an amazing job. Congratulations on your Member of the Week. And we're so grateful to have this organization in our community and be able to have such great leadership and continue to move things forward into the new world and a new age, and be able to get that access for everyone, even on those smartphones that we sit and play on at night. So it's, you know, great opportunity. So just want to say thank you again. Happy New Year to all of our chamber friends and your families. Hopefully everybody had safe holidays. And you're ready to kick off a new year with a fresh start and a fresh perspective. And continue to wear that mask, because they're very important. We got to keep our businesses open, keep our library open for sure. And we will absolutely see you again very soon with our next Member of the Week. So thank you all very much, and we'll see you again soon.
Happy New Year. Have a safe and healthy year.